Welcome back to another episode of the SOS Wellness Show. I am your host, Tess, and it is an honor to be here. It's an honor to share this space with you because, listen, you are a wellness warrior. We are in this together. I know every time it seems like you turn on the TV, you look at your phone, there's something crazy going on, but let me tell you something right now. While you're listening to my voice, while you're watching this right now, you are safe. I feel you, I see you, I appreciate you, and I'm so thankful that you are here from the bottom of my heart. So my wellness warriors, let me know how you're feeling in the chat. Let me know what's going on. Let me understand what does it mean to be a wellness warrior to you? For me, being a wellness warrior means protecting my mental health every day, no matter what. Literally protecting my mental health intentionally. Every single day is me putting on my armor, grabbing my sword, making sure I have everything I need for when I go out into this world. I am able to show up fully as myself and able to actually walk as the best version of myself. Because I realized, my friends, for a very long time, I was literally just speaking life to other people and prioritizing everybody else's mental health but mine. So, listen, as a wellness warrior, I need you to understand that your mental health matters. Your happiness matters, my friends. When you say no, it matters. So, check it. It's important as you wear this armor of a wellness warrior that you understand what it means and that you understand the actions that you have to take every day, that you understand the intentions that you must take every day. So, my wellness warriors, I see you. I feel you and I appreciate you, and we are in this together. Let me know in the comments something that is tough prior. Like what is tough when you prioritize your mental health, right? And I'm gonna go into that in this new episode that we have right now. We're experiencing this episode right now is called, okay, and we already reached episode 10, my friends. I'm just like, oh, we on episode 10. Come on, SOS Wellness. We on episode 10, my friends. So check this out. This episode is called The Beauty of Boundaries. Oh, just that simple, my friend. The beauty of having boundaries. Because we're talking about being a wellness warrior, right? In any warrior mindset or any type, even in a real life, if you're in war with anything, there are certain boundaries that have to be outlined in order to make sure that you are well. Same thing when it comes down to your mental health, your happiness, your joy. You have to make sure you have boundaries in place for you in order for you to feel like the warrior you are. Okay? Because the only way for you to feel like a warrior is if you have the right environment. In order for a plant to bloom or in order for a person, a child to actually flourish, we have to be in the right environment. And so one way to create the environment that you need is to make sure you have boundaries. So let me tell you something. It's okay if I'm transparent right now. My friends, setting boundaries can be hard. It can be uncomfortable, okay? Because I realize that the fact that when I set boundaries, one, it reveals to you all the people who benefited from when you did not have boundaries at all. Mm. And sometimes it's the people that you love the most who were benefiting from the boundaries that you don't have. That's just the utmost truth. Recently, I've been invited to an event that I did not want to go to, my friends. I had no desire to go. I just did. Literally, when I got invited, I heard my spirit tell me no. I don't know how to explain that other than literally I was just sitting there and I thought about it and the word no came up from my belly through my heart and I was able to vocalize it to the people who asked me to come to this event. And when I tell you, my friends, that was so hard. That was so tough. Because not only did one person ask me, I had another person call me and ask me. And I'm like, oh, come on, we grouping up on tests. We grouping up on me. And as soon as I didn't respond to that person, I was like, okay, I'll get back up with you. I had another person reach back out to me to let me know what's. So what am I telling you, friends? I'm letting you know right now, listen, you have to be able to say no more than once. You have to be able to say no with conviction. You have to be able to say no with confidence. And you most definitely have to be able to say no with love for yourself, because the more that you can say no to other people, you'll be able to say yes to the essence, which is you. You'll be able to say yes to your happiness. You'll be able to say yes to your mental health. And let me tell you something, you'll be able to say yes to all the love, all the attention that you deserve to give to yourself. Because that's the thing about boundaries, they don't belong to other people, they're your boundaries. So, therefore, we don't need any external validation from anybody about what boundaries we have as adults. And as anybody watching this, as you're becoming an adult, if you're younger, it's important for when you have boundaries, you respect them for you, because listen, you're always watching and people are always watching. So if you set boundaries and you keep breaking them and then you let other people break them, that's how you begin to break yourself. That's how you begin to break your soul. When you're not prioritizing your own boundaries. Because one thing I realize is people are not trying to, not some people, right? It's all an exception to all of this. Some people are not trying to purposely just cross the boundaries that you have. My friends, newsflash, I'm going to be honest with you. Some people just don't have boundaries themselves. So therefore, they don't respect the boundaries that you have for you. It's a foreign language to them. It's excuse me, say what? One more time. Like it's just not translating for them. So that's why you have to be stern with the boundaries that you have. You have to see the beauty of your boundaries, because other people will make you seem like it's a massacre for you to have a boundaries. Other people will make it seem like it's just the worst thing ever for you to have boundaries. But listen, this literal show was called SOS, which literally means success over suicide, which literally resonates to becoming who you are no matter whatever tries to tear you down in life. Because some of us, we get peer pressure by all these different people. We compare ourselves to all these different people. We define ourselves based off X and Y, and we never connect with who we are by ourselves. We never redefine who we are. We never embrace the boundaries that we have in order to actually grow into the person we were needed to be. Because if you're a flower, my friend, because you're blossoming, let me tell you something. Ooh, you are a seed. You were literally brought here as a seed, my friend, which means that the environment you surround yourself will be your soil. But let's even think about it on a more granular level as far as the environment of your mind. So if your mind is the seed that's going to be able to blossom and grow anything out of your imagination, any dreams that you want to come true, then we must be careful on the boundaries that we have in order to protect our mind, in order to protect our heart, and in order to protect our soul. And that's why it's the beauty of boundaries, because it protects all those three things. A lot of times we're trying to protect other people's feelings when we're not realizing we losing our minds. A lot of time we're trying to protect our reputation with other people when all of a sudden we don't even realize we're breaking our own hearts. We won't be able to show up fully if we're not doing the work, my friend. Because guess what? When you realize the importance of you, when you realize the importance of giving yourself that internal validation instead of seeking the external validation, that's when you become driven from within. Driven from within. Because just check this out, my friends. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm an ex people pleaser, okay? I used to do stuff knowing darn well I did not want to do it, because I didn't want to piss somebody off or make somebody feel uncomfortable for me to say no, right? But let me tell you something. That's because I was driven based off external validation. I wasn't being driven from within. And listen, you've heard the phrase, if you let me see, if you rejoice, if you appreciate when if you look up to when they clap for you, you'll fall down when they don't. So you can't base who you are. You can't base the way you move in life. And you can't base the love that you have for yourself based off how other people show up for you. You have to be more driven from within. So therefore you can provide the validation that you need in order for you to, let me tell you something, blossom into the person you were created to be. Because that's what, let me tell you, difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. And when you have these beautiful boundaries set in your life, it's going to be difficult. It's going to feel unusual. It's going to feel uncomfortable. But when I tell you, you're going to arrive at an amazing and beautiful destination, who it's going to all be worth it, my friends. Because even this week, when I told everybody, no, 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 an opportunity opened up for me. Literally, the same day of the event, I literally have another opportunity that I've been waiting for, my friends. I've been waiting for. So that's what I'm saying. We got to say yes to ourselves more. We have to say yes to our joy. We have to say yes to the love that we have inside of ourselves. So therefore, we can show up full. We can show up ready, and we can show up confident. Because check this out, difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. So if you feel like you're on a very dark road, if you feel like it's raining right now, it's windy, it's cloudy, it's smoky, it's because guess what? You're on the way to something beautiful. And it's not going to be easy, my friend, but I need you to listen to me, listen to my voice, listen to me. The more that you can create these boundaries to protect your purpose, the more that you can create these boundaries to protect your heart, mm, that's where real transformation is. Because a lot of us, check this out. You ever heard this saying? Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. One thing I want everybody to realize is it's not even just go where you were celebrated, not tolerated. A lot of times we just tolerate ourselves. That means not creating boundaries. hmm That means not saying no when we feel like it. That means saying over continuous. Oh, we're just saying yes, 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 yes because it sounds right. No, and that no more. I don't want you to operate as a shell of yourself. I don't want you to put everybody before you and you just fade to black. I don't want that for you. I want you to walk in your truth. I want you to walk in your beauty. I want you to walk in the confidence. And I want you to walk in the amazing essence that was given to you at birth. And the only way you can do that is if you know while along these difficult roads, while along people are looking at you like, oh, you're so mean, or oh, you're so this, you're so that, you're not, you're being difficult. It's because you're trying to get to a beautiful destination. Okay? It's because you're tired of the same, you're tired of being pushed to the side, you're tired of not prioritizing yourself. 2023, my friends, it's time to prioritize you. It's time to prioritize your heart. It's time to prioritize your soul. And it's definitely time for you to prioritize your boundaries. Because listen, all of those ingredients are going to be the fertilizer to your growth. In order for you to have the seed of your purpose, have the seed of your greatness blossom into reality, you have to be more intentional on what fertilizer are you even using? What sunshine are you even using? What kind of rain? What is your source? What are you doing to make your seed of greatness, your seed of purpose come to life? And when you don't acknowledge the boundaries that you have, if you don't acknowledge the beauty of your boundaries, my friend, that purpose that's inside of you will never come out. When that greatness that's inside of you will never feel safe. But the more that you can show yourself that you respect your own boundaries, that you see the beauty of boundaries, that purpose that's inside of you is going to start peeking out. That greatness that's inside of you is going to start showing out. So if you feel like you're disconnected from your purpose, if you feel like you're disconnected from the greatness that's inside of you, I want you to check your boundaries. I want you to acknowledge what kind of boundaries are you overstepping within yourself? What boundaries are you allowing other people to overstep? because we need to create a better environment. We need to create a safe environment in order to give birth to our purpose, give birth to our greatness, and give birth to the person, the best version of ourselves to come into reality. Because there's levels to it, my friend. Who you are right now, listen, there's another level. There's another level after that. But how do we get to these new levels in life? Because a lot of us just feel like we're just like doing like this the whole time, trying to get through life. But what if I told you, if you just, like, the more that you take time to just be still, breathe, and connect with your heart, connect with your breath, and connect with the stillness within, you'll be able to see, okay, my body doesn't feel comfortable right now, or my mind doesn't feel, hmm, because our body is always trying to tell us something. Our soul is always trying to tell us something. But how can our soul tell us these things if we're not respecting our soul? We're not giving our soul the grace. We're not even giving our soul the space to show up and give us direction. Because if we are continually going to prioritize other people and allow other people to break the boundaries that we have set for ourselves, we will never let our soul shine. We will never let our heart shine, and we definitely won't be able to let our purpose shine. It's important, my friends. We got to pump the brakes. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to slow down to gain clarity, direction, and momentum. It's okay. A lot of times people want to rush you and be like, "Oh, you gotta do this. You gotta do this." No, 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 no. You don't. No, you don't. Slow down. Breathe in order to gain clarity, direction, and momentum. And once you have that direction, that'll let you know what kind of boundaries you need to set. That, and then you also be able to understand, that'll give you more clarity as far as what places to put yourself in, what environments, where you should go, where you should run, where you should run to, and where you should run away from. And sometimes we feel so disconnected from ourselves, my friend. It's hard to know which way to turn sometimes. And I'll be honest, that has definitely happened to me. For anybody watching this right now, you have to find the beauty of setting boundaries, my friend. I'm telling you, the more that you can say yes to yourself, I'm telling you, it's going to be able, it's telling, when you say yes to you, you were saying yes to your greatness. You were saying yes to your purpose. You were saying yes to your future. You were saying yes to your mental health. And we need all those things in order for you to be well. Because what's the point of success if you are not well? What's the point of success if you don't love yourself? And what's the point of success if you don't even feel connected to yourself? So, my friends, I want you to practice setting more boundaries, saying no. And the more that you can silence, slow down, you'll gain that clarity, momentum, and direction on where to go. You don't have to move fast. Don't let anybody ever rush you to make a decision. You can take as much time as you need in order to make a decision that fits you, fits your soul, fits your purpose and your heart. My friends, it was an honor sharing this space with you. Once again, like I mentioned, I'm going to put my website in the description of this. We have a lot